Welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to validate the first task for the CPS-VO CAT Vehicle Challenge. So I'm logging in now to the CPS-VO, which is the Cyber Physical Systems Virtual Organization. I'm going to have a slightly different screen than you see because I'm an administrator inside of the tasks and inside of this particular competition. So don't be alarmed if you see a whole bunch more stuff pop up for me than pop up for you. So what we're looking at now is the CAT Vehicle Challenge, and in the CAT Vehicle Challenge we're going to be taking something that we've already downloaded, something that we already think works based on some of the other tutorials. And we're going to go ahead and try to validate to make sure that what we're going to submit is probably going to work. So hopefully by now you've already downloaded and run the task 1C, you've modified the files. Maybe you've even already submitted it, but now you want to check to make sure that it's actually going to be working correctly. So we're going to visit this page, Validate Your Task 1 Archive on the CPS-VO. And now let's take just a little bit of time here and split some of our screens up. So this may be a little bit hard for you to see. I'm going to try to make it a little bit bigger. But I always like having a terminal up on my virtual machine just so that I can see what's happening. So let's CD into the CAT vehicle source. So you can see here that I've already done the CV Challenge Task 1. I've already been able to make this work. And so what I'm going to show you now is that this CV Challenge Task 1.tgz, which is the thing that I'd like to submit, this is the thing that my team has created, so I'm going to try to make sure that this actually works. So we've gone into the source, we've checked, you've probably already extracted this file and done everything you needed. In fact, I've already gone ahead and created the TGZ file based on the CV Challenge Task 1. So now we're ready to upload it to the validation page, which you can find here. So we're going to go ahead. I've already logged in. I'm going to open this in a new tab so I can keep my old stuff over here. So we're going to choose an active resource. So what do we mean by an active resource? Well, this is a part of the web page that's actually going to solve problems for us. It's going to make sure that what you turn in is what we can actually grade. Most of this stuff is going to stay the same, like we only have one server right now. This will probably have some additional servers later. I'm going to take now the CAT vehicle, find now inside the source directory. Oops, sorry. That's 15, sandbox. Oh, here we are. The source directory, and here's CV Challenge Task 1.tgz. So this is what I downloaded here, the -tar.tar.gz. This is what I downloaded from the VO. It's the seed. This on Wednesday that I did just a couple of days ago. This represents something that I've tarred up based on a solution that I actually developed. Okay, so I've uploaded my TGZ file. I'm going to run this in batch mode, which is the only mode we have right now. And I don't want to run it for longer than 2 minutes because there's not actually that much going on. So if it finishes before 2 minutes is over, then it'll be finished. Otherwise, the system will turn it off after 2 minutes. And importantly, I'm leaving this clicked here. So save output to VO. That's so I can download what actually happens. And if you want everybody to be able to see your output, you can click the public here. So the next thing we're going to do is launch the resource. And in launching the resource, this is now going to run in the background on board. The server is going to run what it is that I've submitted. So you can see a little bit of information here that at 4:10 p.m. I submitted this thing on January the 20th, and that right now it's running, and there's no outputs yet. So I could, if I want to, press stop, and it would make everything stop, or I could reset it. I actually don't know what will happen when I press reset, so I'm not going to press that. All right, so I stopped it after a little bit, and I'm going to run it again. I'm going to download the output now to show you where the output comes to. So you can see the outputs of a bunch of different folks, and here's the one that I ran earlier today, the one that I started at around 5:10, you can see here. So let's go ahead and download this, see sort of what it looks like. Save this file. It's going to show up in our downloads. And then I'm going to come in here and rename it. Just have a ross.bag extension. So now we're going to be ready. We can do ross bag info downloads ross.bag. We can see that this came from something that started and ran for about 9 minutes. It has 538 messages in it. And most of them are kind polygon stamped, and the topic that's available is called detections. So this is the kind of bag file that we should expect. And in a future tutorial, I'll show you how to interpret these data so that we can see exactly what's happening with the kinds of stuff that's coming out of this kind of simple task one to show you what the message types look like and how powerful they are. So thanks for joining us, and we look forward to showing you some more tutorials soon.